Hello and welcome to today's episode of Dream Business, Dream Life. Today we're going to dive into something that I know is going to hit home for so many of you. We're talking about being ambitious, about being willing to take bold action, and most importantly, about getting uncomfortable. Now, I want this to be a soft conversation, a loving conversation, as that is how I roll, but I also want it to be a powerful one. Because my soft approach doesn't mean I'm not here to crack the whip to make things happen. I'm here for that too. Ask any of my clients. It's lovingly called a kick up the bum sent with love. I truly believe that if you're here, if you're in my world and you're listening to this right now, you want more than just to dream of the business and life you actually want. You want to actually build it. Now, being ambitious is beautiful, it's expansive, it's magnetic, but ambition on its own is just a spark. If you want to turn that spark into a fire, into a living, breathing, thriving business, then you've got to be willing to act. You've got to be willing to take the action. And not just when it's easy, not just when you feel inspired or when things are going really, really well, but when things feel uncertain, when things feel wobbly, scary even. Because ambition is the dream. The action you take is the vehicle, the thing that brings that dream to life. Now, I want you to hold that vision always, but I want you to move. I want you to be okay with putting yourself in situations where you don't feel 100% ready, yet you're going to show up anyway. As people, we are so conditioned to believe that discomfort is some sort of red flag, but often it's actually the green flag. It's the sign that you're growing, stretching, and stepping into something new. Yes, it's scary, but it's the only way we are going to grow. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've had to sit with the fear of, what if this doesn't work? Launching something new, hiring the next team member, raising my prices, investing in myself before it feels logical or before financially it feels comfortable. And I'll be honest with you, there's moments where I think, Emma, what on earth are you doing? I remember really well when I invested in my first ever mentor when I started this business. It felt out of reach at the time. I was terrified. It didn't make logical sense on paper, but my gut knew it was time. And honestly, that one decision created a huge ripple effect that I simply couldn't have planned for. In fairness, I probably would have given up had I not backed myself at that particular moment because I lacked so much self belief back in 2021. But every single step, even the messy steps I've taken, have moved me closer to the business and the life I truly want. Not just the money, not just the growth, but the peace, the freedom, the joy. And yes, sometimes that's meant working really, really hard, especially at the beginning or in that mid launch bit where you're super, super busy launching something brand new. I've had to work early mornings, late nights. I've had to make decisions that other people might not understand. But that's the trade off I was willing to make for the life I have now. And this is something I want to get across to you today. Loving your business doesn't mean it's always easy. I talk about building a business you love all of the time, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be easy. There are days where I wake up and feel totally in flow. Things are working, clients are happy, the ideas are pouring in, and things are just clicking into place. And then there's other days I question everything, and that's normal. Loving your business doesn't mean you love every single moment. It means you stay devoted even when it gets hard, even when you have to get uncomfortable. You can be deeply aligned with your purpose. You can love your offers, love your clients, love the fact that you're making so much impact. But you still need to work hard sometimes, especially when it's season of growth or reinvention. It's not about picking one or the other. It's not about, do I love it or do I want to get uncomfortable? You have to have both. And we need to stop telling ourselves that ease means no effort. Ease to me is about working in alignment, working in flow, working with intention, always working towards your dream, your goal. But you still need to do the work. You still need to show up. You still need to have the difficult conversations. You need to stretch yourself and you need to take risks. Building a business you love means building your capacity to lead that business. And that growth is going to ask you to evolve. It's going to ask you to get uncomfortable and to push yourself that little bit harder at times. So today I want you to leave with this. Where in your business are you waiting to feel ready? Is it that offer you keep thinking about launching but haven't spoken about yet? Is it that idea you're waiting to perfect before sharing? That conversation you know you need to have but you keep pushing it to next week? Where are you hoping that the path will become easier before you just move, before you just do something to move you forwards? And what if instead you let today be the day where you choose courage over comfort? Let it be messy. Let it be imperfect, but let it happen. You don't need all the answers. You just need to be willing to take the first step, then the next step, and then the next step. You can do that with heart. You can do it your way, but there is no getting away from the fact that you have to do it. Because your dream life and your dream business, they don't just arrive. You have to build them. Imagine waking up knowing you're doing what you love, with people you love, being paid for it, and still having the time and space to live. That doesn't come from playing small. It comes from showing up boldly again and again, even when it feels uncomfortable. And I'm here cheering you on every single step of the way. Until next time, stay bold, stay heart-led, and keep building the life and business you know you're meant for. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.